Hi, welcome to Storytime. Today we're going to read stories about moons and stars. Our first story is called Kitten's First Moon. It was Kitten's first full moon. When she saw it, she thought, "There's a little bowl of milk in the sky," and she wanted it. So she closed her eyes and stretched her neck and opened her mouth and licked. But Kitten only ended up with a bug on her tongue. Poor Kitten! Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting. So she pulled herself together and wiggled her bottom and sprang from the top step of the porch. But Kitten only tumbled, bumping her nose and banging her ear and pinching her tail. Poor Kitten! Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting. So she chased it down the sidewalk, through the garden, past the field, and by the pond. But Kitten never seemed to get closer. Poor Kitten! Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting. So she ran to the tallest tree she could find. She climbed and climbed and climbed to the very top. But still, Kitten couldn't reach the bowl of milk, and now she was scared. Poor Kitten! What could she do? Then, in the pond, Kitten saw another bowl of milk, and it was bigger. What a night! So she raced down the tree and raced through the grass and raced to the edge of the pond. She leapt with all her might. Poor Kitten! She was wet and sad and tired and hungry. So she went back home. And there was a great big bowl of milk on the porch, just waiting for her. Lucky Kitten! She got a bowl of milk finally, didn't she? Our next book is Goodnight Moon, and some of you might know this one. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and 2 little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb, and a brush, and a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady, whispering hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. And that's Good Night, Moon. Our last one is called Night Goes By. Clouds are off playing somewhere, so sun is on all day with no nap. Tired and ready for a rest, sun is happy to see moon who is just glowing awake. Sun is sinking with sleepiness. Good night, he calls out to Moon before falling asleep. Moon is wide awake and ready to take over the sky. Starlight, star bright, I wish I may, I wish I might. I wish to have this wish tonight. Moon is singing and wishing her favorite star would wake and join her. Star wakes up. She stretches until she feels perky. She visits her friend Moon. Moon is happy to see Star. Clouds pass by. Time for bed, they say, and wave goodbye. Star does 4 cartwheels and Moon laughs. Star laughs too. Moon and Star dance all night. How quickly the night goes by, says Moon to Star. Star is fading. She says good night to Moon. Moon is sleepy too. She is happy to see Sun. Good morning, Moon calls out to Sun before falling asleep. Sun is wide awake and ready to take over the sky. Good morning, he tells everyone. And that is night goes by. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make a hanging moon and star. So that's what we're going to make. And they're just twirl in the air. Okay, so first I'm going to tell you how to make the star. So you need to make a star shape. And I did it like this. What I did was I drew a 5-pointed star and then I just rounded the edges. So you make a star. And then I took a paper plate and made a moon shape and cut out the edge there to make it a crescent moon. I added a nose so it would be a cute little face. And then added a mouth and some eyes. And then the fun part was I took glue and put glue all over the star and then put my sequins on them and just had it push it down onto the glue. And then on the moon, I put gemstones. So you can decorate your moon and your star however you like, whatever you have handy. If you don't have sequins, you can do stickers or pieces of shapes. And then what I did was I cut a hole in, I punched out a hole for the star. I punched out a hole in the moon so the star could hang from the moon. And then I punched out another hole so that the moon could hang and you could have a hanging moon and star. Hope you enjoy making your moon and star. See you next time. Bye-bye.